Hey guys, so I just filmed this look that I have going on here. It's a 2 to 3 minute makeup tutorial if you're working from home, so definitely go check that out. I will link it in the description below. But besides that, I thought now more than ever is a really good time to discuss makeup expiration dates. If you have not come across articles, there's a lot out there, but this is just my take as a professional on when you should be replacing your personal makeup collection, and why. So, sanitization, hygiene, all that stuff is so important now more than ever. So I just thought this was a really important video to discuss. The first thing is your Beauty Blender makeup sponge. So this can be the actual Beauty Blender brand, this can be the Real Techniques, all the other knockoffs that are from drugstores like CVS, Walgreens, all that stuff. All of those sponges that you wet and you use time after time, so not the triangular white one-use sponges, those are strictly one-use. Your makeup sponges that should last about 3 months, but after that you really want to replace them. Basically, you want to prevent mold and things like that growing inside. So you are constantly wetting this sponge, which can introduce bacteria, and you're also constantly using with wet products like foundation and concealer and things like that. Now, it is very important that after every single use, you are still cleaning it. So your Beauty Blender, you really want to clean with something like the Blender Cleanser, is what they sell. They have the liquid and the solid version, which they're really good cleaners. Another product I really love, I have a brand new one here because I love it so much and I replace it all the time, is the Tiger's Eye Soap from Sonia Roselli Beauty. This stuff is antibacterial and microbial, and it's great for both brushes and sponges. But you basically just wet the sponge, you rub it in whatever solid soap you're using, and you squeeze it out until it runs clear. But you basically just want to clean it really quick after you're done applying your makeup and let it dry. You want it to air dry throughout the day so you're ready to use it the next day. It's important not to put your Beauty Blender wet inside the plastic bag, plastic container, things like that, because that is definitely going to grow mold or some nasty stuff quicker than if you let it air dry. Mascara is one of the biggest things that you should be replacing on the regular. So 3 months is the best, but this is kind of a wiggle room of 3 to 6 months is the basic rule here. But basically with mascara, it is a wet product, okay? Anything that is a wet product is more susceptible to growing bacteria faster. It is also something that you pump air into. So first of all, don't do this. That's going to make it dry out faster and just not work as well. But you're always going in and out, and you're making it dry faster, not work as well, and grow bacteria. This is also a really important one to replace, just because you can get things like pink eye if you don't, okay? Especially if you get sick. So if you get the flu, or if you just get a bad cold, pink eye, whatever it is, and you're using it, make sure you toss it out no matter how old it is, and then get a new one once you're well. Just because you don't want to be putting all of that bacteria from whatever gookiness was in your eye back into your eye and reintroducing it into your system. Liquid eyeliner also falls under the 3 to 6 months. It's also basically the same rules as mascara. Think about it. It's wet, dark, moist environment. Some of them you're pumping in of another container if it's like a separate brush. So same thing. Natural cosmetics, you might have to replace quicker than not natural cosmetics. So this could also fall under the 3 to 6 month rule. This kind of varies. It could be a little bit longer. It kind of depends on how natural the cosmetics are. But natural cosmetics are like natural food. They're better for your body, but sometimes worse for your wallet, and they're not going to last as long because they don't have the preservatives. Liquid and cream foundations. These are somewhere around 6 months. Again, liquid and cream are going to go bad faster. A lot of times they'll change smell or color, and that's a really good indication that it's gone bad. This is also something I'd like to add on to the mascara that we were talking about. Mascara is one of those things that you can very clearly smell the difference. If it has already expired, you'll know. Eyeliner is a 6 month to 1 year window, and here's why. If you're constantly opening it and you're dipping and you're using it pretty much on a daily basis, then it's probably gonna get bad around the 6-month mark, dry up faster, things like that. However, if you're using a classic liner pencil, that's more around the 1-year mark. Powder products are easier. This is about 1 to 2 years. Typically, it's more on the 2-year side. Powder products aren't moist, so bacteria is not growing as rapidly as with the cream and liquid products. They're also very easy to clean with something like the BeautySoClean sanitizing spray. That's what I would recommend if you want to clean your powders, especially if, like I said, you've been sick and you just want to make sure you're not kind of cross-contaminating. However, I do not recommend using rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol can really dry out your products and make them not last as long. They can also just perform at a lesser quality. If you spray your powder products with alcohol over and over and over again, it kind of creates this film, and so your powders are not going to perform as well. They're not going to be as pigmented or as silky or as easy to blend. Nail polish is also a 1 to 2 year mark, usually more around the 2 years if you ask me. It really stands the test of time a little bit easier than other cosmetics that you're putting on your face. But once you get to that 1 to 2 year mark, things can start to shift. It can start to get too thin or too thick, just harder to use, chip easier, things like that. So once you start to really see it separate a lot, that's a good indication that you should get a new nail polish. Lipsticks and lip glosses are the final item, and these last roughly 2 years. So lipsticks are one of the easiest products, kind of like mascaras, to tell if they go bad. Lipsticks, they will easily change texture, smell, color, all those factors, and even sometimes grow some bacteria or mold within them. So lipsticks are very easy to tell if they have gone bad. When I tell you the smell is very distinct, it is. Rubbing alcohol isn't bad to use on lipsticks though, like it is on powders. So if you just want to wipe them down from time to time, you feel better about them being a little bit cleaner, go ahead, you can just spray them with some alcohol, let it air dry, or you can spray it with some alcohol and then eventually wipe the rest of the residue off. I hope you enjoyed this video about cosmetic expiration dates. I do also have a blog post that I will link down below about this, and so if it's easier just to reference for you to see those quick, how long does it last and why does it expire, then there you go. I know it's not always easy to abide by these just because makeup is expensive. You have favorite products that maybe are discontinued and things like that, so I understand, and we all have not followed the rules from time to time. I can't say I'm perfect, that's for sure, but these are the general rules to follow, especially if you're just worried about transferring bacteria and cross-contamination. I hope this was helpful, and moving forward you will be clean and healthy, and other than that I will see you in the next video. Bye.